Good morning. I'm David Weinstock again, and I'm here with Joan Antoniello. Good morning,
Good
Joan.
morning, David. How are you?
Great. Hope you're keeping yourself busy and sane.
Yeah, you know what? Every other day I try a new recipe from the New York Times cookbook. And so I'm watching my weight at the same time, which is difficult, but having lots of fun doing that. What are you doing, David?
Just watching it doesn't help.
I
But yeah,
know, I know, I know. I do get out for walks. I do get out.
what I'm doing is looking forward to these reopenings, and of course doing it safely, but getting to something that resembles normal, seeing people at a safe distance with my mask. And I hope everybody does that, and everybody gets to enjoy life as we get back to somewhat of normal, but safely. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Okay, today we're going to talk about life insurance in the new normal. And it was prompted by a Wall Street Journal article on May 10th. The heading, the title of that article was that some Americans are being turned away when trying to buy life insurance. And there are a lot of good reasons for that, right? We've always known life insurance companies are very careful. And well, you can't insure a house when it's already on fire. So they're very cautious. They collect medical records, they do exams, they check databases, prescriptions, and otherwise motor vehicles. And it's a long, drawn out process for a lot of people. And today, they don't want to be poked and prodded. They don't want a live visit from somebody. So some of the problems people are having that this article highlighted is that, well, if they have health issues in their medical background, if they had heart issues of any kind, respiratory issues, diabetes, things of that nature, the insurance companies are very much concerned about what that means for people who might then contract COVID-19.
Because they're a high risk group. Exactly.
Exactly. And they're not sure what that underwriting should look like. So what they're doing is they are declining people. And if you read into the fine print, what they're really saying is they're postponing offers for life insurance. And a lot of people are, in fact, being turned away. They're having a tough time. If they would have gotten a reasonable rate before, knowing that they had some kind of health issue, today they can't obtain insurance at all. But on the flip side, there's an opportunity here because the insurance companies recognize that this is difficult and that people don't want to be poked and prodded, and that the process is onerous for a lot of people. So for years, they've been making strides to streamline this process. And well, they've been laser focused lately. So I think, Joan, you had an experience very recently with a client that might highlight what I'm talking about and how this process has gotten easier for some people, right?
Yeah, I have several clients and they're all under 30 and they're healthy. And it was becoming difficult to tie them down to get examined. They're in various stages of their life. Some travel, some are in school. And so what we were able to do was we were able to do what's called an e-application and an e-medical. And the insurance company would insure up to $3 million without being prodded and poked and someone coming and visit you. And it was real simple. I initiated an application. The client completed the application with me on a FaceTime or Zoom. I had to see them via, some form of video. They signed by an e-signature. And then very important, instead of someone coming out, as I said before, pinching them and prodding them and asking them a bunch of questions, they simply online answered what was called an e-medical and the normal questions that a medical examiner would ask. And then they signed it with an e-signature. And a really nice feature was they were able to go into a portal and find their own doctor and then order their own medical records. So,
yeah, that usually takes a lot of time, doesn't it?
So it was a very pleasant experience. As I said, they were under 30. They caught on completely on how to do this. And one of the 4 people was approved within 1 week. They didn't need
1 week.
1 week. They didn't need to ask for
no
medical records.
Exam.
No records. They didn't need to send an examiner out. They didn't need to take blood. heartbeat, pressure, any of those things. 1 week he was approved for $2 million of permanent insurance. So again, great experience, and it's a great opportunity because I don't think insurance companies will continue this when things start to settle down with COVID-19.
Yeah, so let's highlight that opportunity. If you believe you're in good health, if you've been considering life insurance for your basic family's protection or otherwise, estate planning, business continuity, whatever the case may be, and you haven't put it off, a lot of people are a little laser focused today on their own lives and their planning. They have a little bit more time on their hands and they are revisiting these things. And if you're in that camp, well, if you're in good health and you're 18 to maybe 69 years old and you're looking for $1 million, that's a sweet spot. A lot of carriers offering there, up to $5 million.
Correct.
You may be able to get life insurance within a week or weeks instead of several months without a visit from an examiner and in a painless process. That's what we're getting at, right?
Absolutely. It's a great system, a great process. And I hope insurance companies continue this in the future because I think it'll make the process more pleasant and present more opportunities for clients to purchase insurance.
We say limited time because coupled with all of this, the insurance companies are having a tough time keeping prices down because they're selling less, interest rates are really, really low, and we're seeing those prices come up. So you have to take advantage of this if it applies to you within a reasonable amount of time.
Good point, David.
Yeah, so if that's the case and those issues apply and you think you're eligible and you want to explore it, you should probably reach out to Joan or I sometime in the near future, and let's talk about it together.
David, thank you, and thank you to all our clients and friends, and stay safe, wear your mask, social distance, and have a great day.
Thank you.